stranger to TV movies and westerns.
And for the past few seasons, he has ventured into new frontiers as the commander of the Earth Alliance space station in Babylon 5. Take a look.
Near proximity hit. 10% damage to the hull. Water repair systems are moving as fast as they can to keep up. Status. The Hydra and the Delphi are out of commission and withdrawing. The rest are moving in for a counter-strike against us.
Damn it. They're outnumbered. Their jump engines are down. They can't beat us, they can't escape. Why don't they surrender?
Please welcome Bruce Boxleitner.
My goodness. Now that's pretty
Desperate, didn't it look desperate there?
That was a scary look, like, oh my goodness.
I think they had just blown our washroom up or something. I don't know.
Isn't that the worst? When you lose the washroom in space, you're in big trouble.
That's true.
Your first job was on the Mary Tyler Moore Show? Tell us about that.
A long time ago and far, far away. Mary Tyler Moore, yes, it was 1973, I believe it. At that time, it was probably the biggest show on television, and I was a young actor, came out here, and they had given me, very luckily, 5 lines, just enough to earn my Screen Actors Guild card.
Which is very important.
That's very good.
Very important.
I didn't have anything like that, and so it was bizarre because here I was with Mary Tyler Moore, and it just seems like I had left my parents' home watching, that every week, and it was bizarre. Ted Knight brought me out. I was playing a guy who was working in the mailroom, and he wanted me to ask Murray's daughter out for a date. And so that basically was what I did, but I remember being so awestruck by all these terrific performers and how great they were. And, that was butterflies and everything.
Sure.
How many years later? So
It paid off.
Yeah, and it was
paid off.
It was a start. And
It was
of
a
course,
great
everybody
start.
starts somewhere. But before you become an actor, you obviously did something else with your life. You had other jobs.
Oh yeah. I never did like what a lot of actors and actresses have had to do with that is wait tables. I cut carpeting and tile.
What?
You cut carpeting and tile.
And I have a feeling in the Midwest, outside of Chicago, there are a few homes that were about 6 inches short of their living room carpet. Things like that. I was never good at mathematics.
Oh, see?
And they left me alone out there in the warehouse cutting all this stuff. But you do crazy things like that. I filled potholes in roads and
Really?
things like that.
Just like
up on a
cement or...
truck with throwing down tar and somebody to roll over it.
It's funny, in New Orleans, we'll fill potholes with, like, shells.
I know.
With shells?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
kind of
crumpled up shell.
Like,
It's,
like oyster shells or something.
oyster shells.
You put them in potholes in the road?
Yeah.
And they'll be all right.
For a little while.
Yeah, for a little while, exactly. Put some shells on
Wait,
those
it
oysters,
works.
want them back.
Did you think Babylon 5 was just going to be such a huge success?
Well, Arthel, I joined it in the beginning of its 2nd season. I replaced another actor. Oh, God, that's an ugly sound. Replaced. I didn't know what to think. All I knew is it was against Star Trek. And for 30 years now, science fiction television, space adventure especially, has been Star Trek. And that's firmly entrenched in people's minds and their culture. It's part of our culture now. So this show sort of coming on as a young upstart and taking on the old man there.
Kind of a young, hip
Right.
Star
And
Trek.
different. It just has a different look, and it is different in that it is a continuing story. It is a 5-year novel for television is basically what it is. And that's what the fans love about it, because they try to figure out what's going to happen next and how does it tie in with what happened 3 months ago and blah, 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 but no, I never anticipated that it would go past the season.
Right.
So are you a big sci-fi fan overall?
Yeah, I have been. I think mainly going to the movies. I love the science fiction movies. And I'm about to do a special for TNT about the making of probably one of the seminal science fiction movies of all time, most influential, 2001: Space Odyssey. And since we are entering the millennium, that film takes on more and more importance, really, because it was a vision of the future back in 1968. And it was a somewhat more optimistic, in many ways, future than movies are reflecting now in science fiction, a little more cynical and, you know, but anyway, I can't wait to do that because I probably saw that picture 12 or 13 times. I remember when it came out.